2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sideline. And here's the upcoming schedule for Charlotte. On Friday, the Minnesota Timberwolves will come into town. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the guard position. And for Charlotte, Paul out there with Kobe. And there's Iguodala. And it's Garnett. And it's Biyombo at the center position. The entire offseason leading up to tonight, Steve, as a player, do you already know if your team has a chance to be special this early?
You know, Kevin, yeah, you do. And I think the teams that I've been on and teams that you see and saying we don't have a chance to win, you try to trick yourself. You're looking at management and ownership. Can we make a deal throughout this year to get us in contention? But you got to be realistic. You know the team that you don't have a chance to win the championship.
The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got the first points up on the board here for the Hornets.
The result of Paul's awareness of everything around him gets a nice look inside.
Bryant against Levine. Kobe with the steal. Iguodala wide open. Off the mark there with a three-point shot. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Outside, Porter. Back to Levine. Fires the 3. Garnett grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Paul with the ball. Now defended by Markkanen. Pass to Garnett. Shot clock at 6. Feeds to Bryant. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Levine. Biyombo with the block. Fast break now for Charlotte. Kobe's got the ball. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Iggy just using his tremendous athleticism there.
Bulls still looking like they're getting going. Looking for their first basket of the game. Carter up top, covered by Biyombo. Goes back up, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
This is the thing about Wendell Carter. He's got the skill to go with the size. Very difficult to defend.
Bulls shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And even as a rookie, you could see the consistency game to game from Wendell Carter. Very dependable on the glass and on the scoreboard for a player so young.
Now here's Paul. Passes it to Garnett. Back to Paul. Kobe with it. White covering. Bryant against Levine. Kicks it out to Garnett. Shoots over Markkanen. And Garnett gets it to go on the assist by Bryant. And with Carter, he's only going to get better over the years.
The upside is easy to see. He always finds ways to contribute to this team. Not sure if he'll be a star, but he'll be a rock on the offense and defensive end for a long time.
Here is Porter, following the score by Kevin Garnett over Iguodala. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Showing he's not just a perimeter threat. Porter mixing it up inside, drawing the foul.
That one is off.
So the former Georgetown Hoya, Otto Porter, was on the move last season. Traded at the deadline to Chicago, who are in need of a player like Porter who can shoot from outside.
Washington's checked in for Kevin Garnett. Here's Washington. Paul passes to Bryant. Count it. Good. Bryant's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Bulls trail by 7. Smitty, as you mentioned, the need for shooters was something that brought Porter here.
And Porter has been a consistently good shooter, something he's worked on over his career, Kevin. He's young and appears to be a perfect fit for what this team wants to do in the future.
Ball passes to Iguodala, and that one, good. Iguodala's got his second basket of the game.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Now here's Levine. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Iguodala against Porter. 5 on the clock. Iguodala with the steal. Jumps up. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Here's Levine following the bucket by the Hornets. Here's the floater. It's Biyombo with the rebound.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Bryant looking over the floor. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Charlotte shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Charlotte. The free throw drops for Kobe. And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 14-point game. To the middle. Here's Carter. And just miss after miss right now.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Kicks it out to Garnett. The pass to Bryant. Back to Garnett. It's stolen by Carter. Levine with it. Picked up by Kobe. Levine dishes to Porter. Back to Levine. 6 on the shot clock. And Levine throws it down.
A lot of guys play above the rim. Levine plays above the square box on the backboard.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Jim Boylan. He doesn't want his guys to overlook Chris Paul, if that's possible. Coach said he can still take over a game. You've got to make him work for everything. CP3 is one of the all-time greats. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And they bumped this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Outside Bryant. Back to Garnett. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Bryant's got 3 assists in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Well, last season, a season of change for the Bulls. They missed the playoffs with a 22-win season. And they did have a change of head coaches. Not the results many hoped for going into the year.
Here's Dunn. Can't hit that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Graham with the ball. He dishes it to Bridges. Biyombo kicks to Graham. Just 5 to shoot. That's it 5. Again, the Hornets score. Many, as you said, the Bulls were a pick by many to compete last season.
Yeah, and this team, they continue to tinker with this roster. They made the trade for Otto Porter to be a part of their future. And you know what? The rebuild continues on.
Here's Young following the basket by Kobe Bryant. From 7, Young trying to break free. Dunn shot's good.
Strength, focus, hard head approach. Chris Dunn powering through contact.
Graham. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Kobe. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Miami's checked in for Charlotte. Really, every team has its leaders, either official or unofficial. What's expected, in your opinion, out of a team captain?
Well, I think leadership, also have the same, voice of the coaching staff and organization, and also the voice of winning. I think if you have a leader that can do that, sometimes that leader's vocal, sometimes that leader leads by example, but you usually know who that is.
Now, here's Satoransky, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Now, here's Satoransky. Done outside. Lets the three fly. But they recover it. Back to Satoransky. Here's Levine. He sinks the 11-footer. Levine's got his second bucket of the night.
Terrific dribble move by Zach Levine. Blessed with the ability to create space to get off his shot.
Graham, the pass to Bryant. Traps in the tray.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Bulls trail by 16. Gafford passes to Levine. And it's Chicago scoring again.
This is the capability Zach Levine has. Can score on all three levels.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 50 seconds left in the first quarter, and it's Bryant in the corner. Again, the miss by Kobe.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Tries again. And the rejection by Mahimi. Bryant in the post. Dunn covering. The shot's good from Bryant.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
And Young kicks to Dunn. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And Dunn with the slam.
Especially dangerous off the bounce. Chris Dunn can shift gears in an instant.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Levine. He's got 6. And it's good from the elbow. Levine's got 8 points.
Big time improvement by Zach Levine. Reading the defense in the pick and roll. That was a nice decision.
And so is Charlotte enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. There's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul. And Chris talked about we're all
It's been a sort of long relationship, and obviously me, Bron, Melo, D. Wade have all really got really close.
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players developing friendships and GAs spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that bad blood you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Hornets here, guys.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
Taking a look at the Bulls. Zach Levine is out there with Young. Then there's Dunn. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Gafford in at the 5, roaming the paint. Dishes to Dunn. Over Paul. Wow, way off on that. Hornets leading by 14. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
When Chris Paul takes it to the cup, he is always expecting some physical contact. He is used to nailing shots despite whatever comes his way.
Satoransky, the pass to Dunn.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Porter's checked in for Chicago. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Young kicks to Satoransky. 6 to shoot. Porter against the Udall. They grab their own miss. Porter, no luck.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Garnett in the post. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And that's now 10 points for Garnett.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling that.
Idea of a mid-season tournament. How that would be structured, I don't know. Do you think that could possibly work?
I think it's a possibility, Kevin. One, I think you definitely have to have the season shortened to 75 games, 68 games. I think you have to do it on the back end of the All-Star break because we know so much as far as the calendar. When can you fit this in? Maybe 3 or 4 days after the All-Star game during that week. Expand that time off of maybe 3 or 4 days. It's possible.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bridges checks in.
All right, a chance to see stats for Paul. He's coming off an excellent season, 3rd in assists, and his ability to pressure and disrupt defensively was obvious. He ranked 3rd in the league in steals.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists last year. He did a great job of setting the pace, finding the open man, making the simple delivery.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Ball against Dunn. Pass to Markkanen. Trying to find White. Gets it to him. Trying to end the drought. And that one hits back iron.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Paul is doubled. Fournier finds Garnett. Paul against Carter. Paul passes to Bridges. Good on the bucket. 8 points for Chris Paul.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
For Chicago, they've gone an abysmal 0-6 in the field since the second quarter began. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of. If you don't want your pocket picked, here are last season's steals leaders. 3rd is Chris Paul.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Carter kicks to Porter. Carter looking around. Shot clock at 5. Back to Porter. Here's Dunn. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Hornets leading by 22. Here's Graham. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Charlotte moving the ball around. It's hauled in by Dunn. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Carter with it. Working on Biombo. And it's White missing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And it's sent back by Carter. Bridges against Dunn. Pass to Markkanen. Back to Dunn. Looking to end the run. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And the Hornets miss again. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside, Porter. Carter, the pass to Dunn. Looking to end his cold spell. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
The great assessment, good report. Thank you so much.
Empowering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by Charlotte.
Bryant, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And Chicago called for the foul. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. First one falls for him. Some terrific NBA players right now out of Michigan State. How do we know that's your alma mater? Which of those guys do you enjoy watching the most?
Kevin, I really enjoy watching all of them because I've got a close relationship with all our Michigan State Spartans. Gary Harris, Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., Brent Forbes, Denzel Valentine, and the list goes on. I love because I watch them and I know they're going to come out and play extremely hard because of Tom Izzo and the Michigan State brand of basketball.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. He's got his 4th free throw of the game. Now the Bulls with it. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. It's stolen by Bryant. Bridges with it. Now guarded by Porter. Throws it up high, and it's slammed in by Garnett.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Bulls shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Right side, Markkanen. Knocked loose.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Kobe gets the bucket.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Dunn dishes to Porter. Kicks it to Markkanen. Dunn with it. Shoots over Graham. Dunn misses.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. So for Thaddeus. Here's Kobe. And finish off by Bryant.
And if you're going to get Brian a lane to the rim, then you deserve to get dunked on. You know how tenacious he is when penetrating inside.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
And Satoransky kicks to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. No good. Shot missing. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make, they are executing.
Back to Satoransky. Carter outside. He kicks it to Levine. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Bryant. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Passes it to Levine. 1:15 left now here in the second. Young outside. Just 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. That's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bridges passes to Graham. There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
He misses the free throw.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Mahimi comes in for Biyombo, and Fournier subbed in for Kobe.
And Garnett, a vocal leader, always trying to psych his guys up and get into the head of the opponent.
The pass to Satoransky. They could use a bucket. Fournier pulls it down.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And solid at just cutting through the defense. Give Bridges a lane, and he'll make you pay.
24 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Levine against Fournier. Now Levine. He's got 8. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets sitting on a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. Their defense has been terrific in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Andre, how have you guys established things in the first half?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
We'll see if you keep talking in the second half. Thanks, Andre. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. The first quarter was all about Kobe Bryant. He had 23 points, 3 steals, and 1 block. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, you live by the 3 and you die by the 3. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Hart.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals?
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We've got Garnett. Chris Paul is out there with Kobe. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Iguodala in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. Porter looking it over Iguodala.
Between these two teams in that area.
With the basketball in hand, no one is more patient than Paul. Waits for his man to break free.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Inside, here's Levine, and the jam by Levine.
Now flying. High and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Pass to Garnett. Paul against White. Right side, Kobe. Now the dish to Garnett. Shoots over Markkanen. That one a little long. And Chicago shooting only 21% from the field so far. Now here's White. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The shot misses.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. The Hornets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Kevin Garnett. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bean passes to Carter. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Garnett's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
For Chicago, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Carter left side. From down in the low post, it goes. Carter's got 6.
One criticism of Jim Boylen before getting extended was his offense. All too slow and too methodical. He addressed that this offseason by getting a top assistant to redesign the offense.
And it's Biyombo with the jam.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. White finds Levine. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. And Steve, for Boylen, a first-time head coach, a smart move to shore up his staff, though.
We see a lot of coaches now hire a specialist assistant coach to delegate part of that game to. Lets guys like Boylen focus on player development and defense.
For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Paul kicks to Bryant. Pass to Garnett. Shoots over Markkanen. And Garnett misses. The Bulls shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Outside, Levine. Out to White. And Paul over to help. Clock at 6. Here's Markkanen, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You know, Smitty, you watch Markkanen. He's just built for the modern NBA.
Yes, he's an incredible weapon on the pick and pop with his shooting touch. You can see that being his go-to move, Kevin, for a long time. And there's no doubt that this team views Lauri Markkanen as a big part of their future. Many slept on Markkanen in the draft, but he could be a star.
The Bulls making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. As you said, Smitty, Markkanen has the potential to be an all-star someday.
He's not quite there yet, Kevin. Not by any means. Needs to take a jump forward and go from being a shooter to an all-around scorer.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Dunn. How he performed last season. Averaged about 11 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Pass to Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
And Bryant, just a superb athlete, terrific at just imposing his will on the defense on that drive.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago. The three. The Hornets pull it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Bridges dishes to Mahinmi. Bridges kicks to Graham. Charlotte moving it around. Washington passes to Graham. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Chris Dunn picks one up. The Hornets have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And that one falls for Graham. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Bridges against Levine. Carter down low. He has 6 and a missed layup.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
And here is Dunn. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And the dunk by Kobe.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Dunn outside. Levine inside the three-point line. And again, no good by Chicago. And it's the Hornets' ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Graham. Dunn covering. Graham, the pass to Mahinmi. Here's Graham. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
So it's Chicago now. Levine with it. 13 points in the game. Rebound by Mahinmi. Mahinmi's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the Hornets call time here. top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Third is Chris Paul.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Out to the right wing. Jacks up a three. Washington, that's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Chicago shooting only 21% from the field so far. Levine against Iguodala. On defense, the Hornets. Young finds Satoransky. And it's done in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Levine. To stop the run. Again, Levine missing.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Paul against Dunn. Paul passes to Washington. Back to Paul. He dishes it to Fournier. Takes the 13-footer, and there's another one for the Hornets.
Yeah, Garnett, a remarkable scorer. Just a number of moves inside to choose from, including that little feathery-looking jump shot.
Dunn kicks to Levine. Dunn against Paul. Dunn passes to Young. Now here's Satoransky. That's tipped. Paul with the steal. Lays it in off the breakaway. Paul's got 10 points.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Levine deciding where to go with it. There's the pass to Satoransky. 6 to shoot. Here's Gafford. Three-pointer. The shot by Satoransky, no good. Paul against Satoransky. Pass to Fournier. Fires the three. And another three for Charlotte.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Here's Dunn. Up again. Young on the follow.
Timeout. Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Charlotte calls timeout.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Chris Dunn. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Gafford. Guarded by Mahimi. Shots good by Gafford.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Washington. Kicks it to Graham. Passes it to Fournier. And it's the Hornets, another three.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for Chicago. Now the pass to Gafford. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Count that one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Graham. Satoransky covering. Now Graham. Pass to Bridges. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range. Bridges has got 7 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And so is Charlotte, able to put on a show for the ages. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Charlotte's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. They've got Harrison, and it's Felicio in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside Fournier, 5 to shoot. Here's Bridges. And some changes here for the Hornets. Biombo is checked in for Maheen. And it's Bryant in for Fournier. And for the Bulls, they're shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. There's Harrison, defended by Bryant. Well, Steve, we keep seeing new arenas and new state-of-the-art training facilities. As a player, what do you value more? Home court or the practice court?
Kevin, I really think it's the practice court because you spend so much time there. But a lot of times now, franchises have both. The home court and their practice facility right inside the arena. If you can have the practice court at an all-time high, something guys like and love, they'll spend a lot of time there.
And the Hornets making a change here. Garnett's checked in. And here is Graham. Pass to Bridges. He kicks to Biombo. For 3, Kobe bangs home the trifecta. Bryant's got 11 in the second half.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Arcidiacono, the pass to Valentine. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Arcidiacono. Hornets with the rebound. Bryant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. In the corner, it's Bridges. And the 3 ball is good.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Passes to Valentine. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Biombo with the block. They get it back. Good on the shot. Charlotte's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Now here's Kobe. Defense right on him. Fast break. Here we go. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
On the wing, Bryant. All sorts of time. It's all in by the Bulls. Here's Harrison. And it's in there. Harrison's got 4 points now in the quarter. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Now here's Kobe. Not a lot of room. Garnett finds Bryant. The high post shot. Offensive rebound. Here's Bridges. Out to Kobe. Back to Bridges. He feeds it to Graham. Charlotte moving the ball around. Shot clock at 2. Diambo. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. And so it's Arcidiacono with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Here's Felicio, covered by Biombo. And the pass to Gafford. Off target with his 3. The Hornets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Net for fans to watch, 99 cents. You get a 10-minute viewing pass for every out-of-market game. That's something.
I love it, Kevin, because I think a lot of times with social media, people are start talking about a game, and you can jump right in and get a chance to catch the most important part of the game.
And making it so affordable.
Yes, indeed. 99 cents. That sounds good to me.
The Hornets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. To the paint. An easy 2 points on the layup. Garnett's got 10 points in just the second half.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Valentine passes to Gafford. Top of the key, Harrison releases. And the Bulls with another miss. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
I love seeing Bryant just get up and go for it. His leaping ability never ceases to impress.
Well, Chicago has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Arcidiacono kicks to Harrison. Pass to Arcidiacono. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Good.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And the Hornets call time here. What do people think, Steve? There are 3 factors necessary to achieving organizational success. Ownership, ownership, and ownership. What do you think?
I guess it's ownership, and ownership. I think it also comes down to trust. Trust in anything gets you a chance to be successful.
And Steve, you know, it's just about establishing that culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you got to have an identity, a culture that everybody wants to be a part of.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. The Hornets have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Paul dishes to Fournier. Back to Paul. And they double up Paul. Shot clock at 6. And it's Garnett penetrating.
How fierce is Garnett down low? I mean, when he's close to the basket, he is aiming to make a statement.
And so here is Chicago. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Poked away. Pass to Gafford. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Arcidiacono. And he overshot that one, missing. The Hornets have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. The try by Paul. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. I saw this the other day, Steve. The NBA now helping to create the Basketball Africa League. 12 teams from across that terrific continent. I think it's pretty exciting.
It is. This is an incredible story. Great for the sport and great for the people of Africa.
And Paul drills both of them.
one of the most vocal players in this league. CP3 is known as a tremendous leader.
Arcidiacono, the pass to Felicio. Yes, that goes in. Felicio's got his first points of the game. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Ball outside. Lays it up off the glass. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Arcidiacono kicks to Harrison. Now here's Valentine. He's covered by Iguodala. Here's Harrison. Oh, good on the triple. Hornets have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Paul dishes to Garnett. Fournier gets a wide open look. Misses the three. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Now here's Valentine. Passes it to Gafford. Shoots over Fournier. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. Here are the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Smitty, for players, social media can build their brands and they can engage their fans, but there are some downsides.
Yes, it is, Kevin. I mean, it's a fantastic tool, like you said, for endorsement and bringing those fans into your home or into your life. But the downside, people can see some things they don't want to see, and also you can regret posting a lot of things.
I think, yeah, sometimes people do regret hitting that send button, so they got to be careful. You're right. Felicio with the bucket.
That's good planning, and that's good execution, and that's a great look.
Now here's Paul. He's guarded closely. Washington passes to Garnett. The shot missing, and the Bulls going the other way now.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hornets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kobe Bryant.
You can do a lot to change a game.
Hold up, bro. Hold up on that.
Scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Back to Garnett. Snatched away. 3-on-3. Here's Harrison. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Paul, right side. Iguodala finds Paul. Over to the wing. Here's Garnett. Misses the shot. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris, big win tonight. What do you think was the biggest factor?
I mean, I don't know. You know, it was just our defense. You know, obviously our offense fed off of it. Guys made open shots, but I think we really locked down defensively, and that's what we're trying to make sure is that we're a defensive team every night.
Well, you were a defensive team tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you later.